Hey yo, what up? It's Don.
Emily here.
We are the Soul Brothers, and you know this, and we're back up in it with another video. Gonna do a versus video, but just of some tech, in particular, some cushions. Okay, we're gonna go over two of our favorite cushions right now, you know?
Yep.
Well, one has been for a while. Okay, it's a Nike Zoom cushion, of course, and we're gonna do it against Adidas new cushion Bounce.
Yep.
Okay, so this is pretty interesting because, Bounce, obviously, in the name, it's Bounce, and Zoom that's really its strong point. It's the bounciest cushion there is, Zoom. Mm-hmm. Okay, Adidas Bounce is fairly new. Zoom has been around since the 90s.
Yep.
It's one of the oldest techs regarding cushion that there is, and it's really hard to top, in my opinion.
That's true.
You know, but what do you think of Bounce?
Okay, so I think there's gonna be like two parts to this video, where it's gonna be like, where would you have the cushion versus the actual which cushion do you like better? You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
So like, where would you rather have Zoom? Would you have it in the forefoot or in the heel? Would you have, where would you have Bounce, full length, stuff like that? And the limitations on both of the cushions, right? So, but at first, I think we'll just go over like which one we like better, I guess, and like the plus
and
sides
why.
and why,
Yeah.
So, for me, I think I like Bounce a little more. Just because I don't know, Zoom is just too crazy sometimes. The way Nike implements Zoom is kind of crazy. They have such a nice cushion, but then they just encase it in like a hard ass Phylon midsole, which a lot of times I can't feel because I'm a lighter person, so which is really annoying, And then sometimes if it's like right on your foot, it's just too much sometimes,
Right.
So there's a fine balance between what's good and how Nike implements it in their shoe.
Yeah.
For me, so that's why I like Bounce a little more. But the only three shoes that I've played Bounce cushion in is the Light 'em Up 2 actually, and the 7734, and then the Dealer 2s. And Dealer 2 by far is like my favorite out of those. So yeah, what about it?
I like Zoom a lot. I really, really like it, but that all depends on how they use it.
Exactly.
Right. So Nike does a bunch of different stuff with Zoom. They put it in different midsoles. They top load it. Sometimes it's bottom loaded. Sometimes it's full length. Sometimes it's just little units. Sometimes it's articulated.
Caged.
Sometimes it's cage, and then of course there's unlocked Zoom, which is like one of the newer things. Which the Zoom bags get locked and unlocked by a mid-foot shank that makes contact when you bend your foot. Whatever. My favorite setup is a full-length Zoom unit in a Lunar Lawn midsole, and that's specifically in the LeBron 11, which you can take out and put it in other shoes that have midsoles, drop-in midsoles. So that setup is stupid bouncy, right? And some people may not like that.
Yeah.
I actually like it. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't mess with my response that much, and it still supplies a bunch of impact protection. But yeah, it's all. But Bounce is dope. I was really, really impressed. It was in the 7734 models, and they were putting it in some budget models, and then they put it into the Dealer 2, and I started messing around with that, and it's nice. It's nowhere near as bouncy as Zoom is when Zoom is used correctly, or how I think it's used correctly. But I would definitely go with Zoom. When it's implemented the right way, of course, But Bounce is a little simpler. It's just, okay, the Zoom is a bag. It's a Zoom bag, right? So it's not a foam. Okay, Bounce is like a foam cushion. It's like EVAs and Lunar Lawns, and so people, what they do is they mess with rubber contents and different recipes of their cushion, and they come up with stuff, and that's kind of what they did with Bounce, and it's nice.
It is nice.
It's really nice.
Okay, so I like Bounce a little better, and you like Zoom a little better, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the second part of the video, where we talk about like where it should be placed. So bounce is fairly new. So Adidas hasn't used it like in any different ways. They've only used full length bounce cushion, and basically what they do is they in the heel they make it super thick, and then in the forefoot they thin it out a lot, so you get a lot of responsiveness in the forefoot, because you don't want any like you don't want it to, what do you call it, bottom out. No, you don't want it to give way, you know,
Right.
when you're trying to go fast, you know.
Yeah.
You want a lot
You want
of
it
core
sturdy.
feel. Yeah, you want it sturdy. But in the heel, it's not too bad. In boost, for me, it's too much when it's boost in the heel because it compresses too much. Bounce is like perfect for me. It's like the perfect response slash bounciness. It's not too like soft or anything, you know. So full length bounce is nice. Bounce in the heel is super nice. I really love it when it's super thick. I just wonder how it would feel if it was like a little thicker in the forefoot, you know. Maybe
Yeah.
it would feel nice. I'm not sure, because I always loved boost, but as I kept playing in it, I just started to like not enjoy it so much, just because it's just too soft for me sometimes.
Mhm.
No, I do enjoy it sometimes, you know, but sometimes it's just a little too soft for me. So yeah. What about you?
What are we talking about?
Like how Zoom would be implemented in the shoe.
Oh, so Zoom, I mean, I actually think Zoom you can put everywhere, okay,
Exactly.
because it's a very responsive cushion. That's the whole purpose of Zoom is really to be responsive and supply you with cushion and impact protection, which is kind of like the holy grail is to find the happy medium as to where you're getting the most responsiveness, but it's the best on your body, right? So, and I think, you know, a good full length Zoom unit is that's why it's so amazing about Zoom. I think you know, have it in your forefoot, you can have it in the heel, you can do full length, and it's dope. And bounce, you know, it's kind of similar. You know, I wouldn't be mad at just full length bounce. You know, like the D Liller 2 is full length bounce, and that feels great.
Yep.
You know, boost is kind of a little more. You know, full length boost in the D Rose is nice, but they thin it out a lot in the forefoot, right?
So maybe like we already explained this. Like if you guys want to check it out, it's the best cushion setup in our opinion. So we explained in that video what our preferred setup would be, and we say boost in the heel and then zoom in the forefoot, right?
Yeah.
But I think I would rather have bounce in the heel now and then zoom in the forefoot. Maybe like an unlock zoom setup
Right.
in the forefoot. And then just because
That would be nice.
that would be awesome.
That would be really
you know?
nice.
Nike, please make a cushion like bounce.
Right.
And Adidas, please make a cushion like zoom.
All right, get on it.
Exactly. You guys are.
Get
you
to
guys
work.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be waiting. We'll be timing you guys.
So yeah. So it's all. So what this video is about, it's not really a bounce versus zoom. It's like. It kind of is, but it's more of like a video on how they implement it, you know?
Yeah, there's really no clear winner and stuff like this because it's all subjective,
Exactly.
depending on what you like and how big you are and what type of stuff you do
And how they implement it in the shoe.
and how they implement it in the shoe. So it varies so much that it's hard to just, you know, pick a clear winner.
Exactly.
Really with any cushions.
Yeah.
Aside from Phylon, you know, that's obviously not as good as most other cushions.
Yeah.
You know, a simple Phylon or something like that, or an Adiprene. Those are just kind of real basic, and technology just kind of moved past those.
Wait,
But-
so you like Zoom a little better.
Yeah.
But you really like the LeBron 11.
The LeBron 11 insole, I think, is the best cushion setup of all time.
It feels super nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but sometimes it's a little too much for me.
It's a lot, you know,
Yeah,
and you literally are bouncing around in the shoe, you
Yeah,
know?
you're on the trampoline, you know.
You're right.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously it's not like, it can't be that much. It's just, you know, a little thin. It's definitely not crazy. It's not, you know, unstable or dangerous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just feels nice. You just feel light on your feet, and you can pull them out and put them in all kinds of other shoes, and that's what I've done. I've got a bunch of LeBron 11 insoles. But yeah, you know, that's it. That's the video. We're just kind of break down the cushions for you real quick. Maybe help you guys out making some decisions. We're just kind of shooting the shit. But that's it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share and all that. Social stuff's up here. Website. Appreciate you guys.
For my Korean guys, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
He likes kimchi, by the way.
Fuck yeah.
김치찌개, 된장찌개.
Hell
Anyways,
yeah.
Alright, so that was the video. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, you guys. My name is Don.
Sammy here.
Later.
Peace.